Good afternoon, Wildcat Nation. It's time for episode 19 of the Wildcat Way Podcast. Thanks for joining us. We want to shout out our Wildcat Way sponsor, Moxie Job of Nampa. They're taking on our Wildcat Way sponsorship for the Pillar of Integrity. Today we have some students here that participated in BPA competition last week to come talk to us about BPA. First off, would you guys care to introduce yourselves? Just your name and what grade you guys are in?
My name is Wiatt, Plugge. I'm a junior.
Axel, Lott, also a junior.
My name's Keovonte. I'm a freshman.
Now, can you tell me what BPA stands for? I've heard it a lot, but I've never actually really known what it is and what it kind of means to you guys.
For me, it stands for Business Professionals of America, but for me specifically, it's just something fun that I enjoy that is very helpful, I think, for your future and outside of school, extracurricular job activities as well.
Yeah, I also think it's just learning how to become a business professional, which really helps in your future as well.
Yeah, I agree with all of that.
So Wyatt, I heard that you had a competition last week for BPA. Can you kind of explain to us what you did and how you kind of ended up?
Yeah, so you get there and they give you a schedule of all your events, and then they call out what times your events are, and you go into a little testing room. It's ISAT testing. And you go in there and sit down and you take your test. You have an hour to complete your test. And then the max events you could have is 3 events. And I placed in all 3 of mine. I got first in first in Cisco administration, 4th in computer network technology, and 2nd in Linux operating system fundamentals. And you go to state if you get top 5 in an event.
Cool. That's a lot. Axel, what about you? How'd you do?
So I placed first in server admin using Microsoft, and also placed 4th in Cisco administration.
Keo, how'd you do?
I did pretty well, myself as well. I placed first in Python, 2nd in C++, and first place in Linux.
You guys are a lot better than me with coding. It took me 2 hours to figure something out. So how many competitions are there in BPA? Is it kind of like basketball? Is there one about every week, or is it about every month, or is it just kind of random?
No, there's the regional competition, which is at the beginning of the year. Then there's a state competition and nationals if you make it past. And that's the final.
So I think you already kind of mentioned this. You said you can qualify for state for this. Is it kind of like normal state for football and stuff like that? Or I don't know how to phrase that.
Yeah. So basically there's all schools. Your school is kind of your chapter, and you take your chapter to state. Everyone in your chapter either makes it or they don't make it. And then you go as a school to state with all the people that make it.
That'd be pretty cool. I have a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ours is all Nampa, Skyview, and Columbia. We're all
so it's like the tri-schools?
Yeah.
I know that's what they do for swimming.
Mm-hmm. It's called ICAT BPA.
Yeah, I was just gonna say also for state to qualify for our test that we took, multiple choice single test, it's top 5 place, and for group presentations and interview skills, it's top 3.
Can I ask a question that's not on here? How do you guys prepare for getting ready for your competitions?
Well, you take a lot of practice tests from previous years because they have a lot of different practice tests. Every year they switch up the test, but it's all kind of on the basic knowledge of your topic. So you take a lot of practice tests and they gradually get harder. So you can take the practice tests from 2022 state, or you could take the regionals practice tests from 2024.
And you just choose.
You just do them all.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I didn't know that there's practice tests. You could take the old state one. So I know you guys are also involved in some other sports. So how does BPA impact you being an athlete, whether that be academically, schedulally?
I would say it's just another thing that you could add on your resume that looks really good. It's not too busy. You don't have to be. It's not like basketball where every day there's 2-hour practice and then you got to do training and film. It's very low maintenance, but it looks really good, on everything else.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's too time-consuming. It's about 1 meeting every month, and then just the 3 competitions. But it really just helps you become more of a business professional, which is really good, especially in your future when you have to use those skills.
Does me say anything?
Do you?
I mean, I'm not in any sports, so I wouldn't know anything.
Well, it sounds like it's just trying to prepare you for the real world. So, what are some goals? What do you guys want to achieve in BPA this year?
For BPA, for me, I want to go to nationals again. Last year it was in Florida, and I made it there. And then this year, last year was in Florida, and this year I'm hoping to make it to Nashville, which is where nationals are this year.
Yeah, my goals will be to make it to nationals, hopefully this year in Nashville, along with Wiatt.
Yeah, same goes everybody else. Make it the nationals. I mean, it's my first time doing this, so it'd be pretty sick if I could get there.
So you guys have already made it to state because of where you qualified in regionals, right?
Yeah.
So I got a question. So do they take like top 3 automatically go to state, or is it kind of like? I think you kind of explained it already.
Yeah, so top 5 in regionals goes to state, and then top 5 in state goes to nationals. So when you're at regionals, there's really only like maybe 10 or 15 other people in your event, but then you go to state where the whole state's competing, and then you got 30 to like 50 to your event. So it just keeps getting harder. And then you go to nationals, and there's around like 200 to 250 people in your event.
Where's state at this year? Do you guys know?
The Grove in Boise, downtown Boise. That's where it is every year.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool. So do you guys have, I kind of touched on this, that it's preparing you for after school. So do you guys know what you want to do when you graduate?
Yeah, I would say my goal for sure is to start my own networking company. That's one of my goals, and all my tests really go along with that and help me out for that.
Yeah, I'd say like along with my tests, more like in the cybersecurity and networking and like keeping control of different businesses on the technology side.
Yeah, I want to be either a software engineer or I want to, be a CEO of maybe a tech company and stuff. Got a lot of ideas for that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's awesome. Sounds like you guys got plans already. That's awesome. So when you guys are competing at Business Professionals of America, I forgot about that P. Is there any teamwork involved in the competitions? How do your teammates help you?
I would say individually, which is all my tests are individual tests. There's really not a lot of like teamwork you could do besides maybe studying in class or outside of class with your peers. But for other events where you do require a team, I would say there's a lot of teamwork that goes into it when you go into team events.
What's like the size of like one of the team events? Is there like a limit? Do you take 5? Do you do like partners or something like that?
I think it's usually 4. I think 4 is the average number that they do for tests or for team, which is the teams are usually production. So like making a video for BPA, or some people have to make merchandise, like make windbreakers and stuff. That's a competition too. And I think it's usually teams of 4, between 2 and 4.
Yeah, that's crazy. I never knew that. I thought BPA was mostly tests. I didn't know you guys actually get to like build stuff, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So when's your next competition?
Right before the 3rd trimester starts. It's right in between that gap when we're transitioning from 2nd to 3rd. We have 3 days over at the Grove in Boise.
All right, Wildcat Nation, this is the end of the school year for 2025 from the administration and staff here at Columbia High School. We hope that everyone has a very safe Christmas and a New Year holiday, and we hope to see everyone back on school Tuesday, January 6, 2026.